Hello, people. Boom. It's Carrie and Valeria coming to you live.
From the office.
Yeah, from the office.
Gary's trying to find a catchphrase to start a video with.
It's the Lipovetsky. Boom. Was that good? No, it needs
Maybe
work.
we'll ask for help from the audience. So we wanted to make this video because why did we want to make this video? Okay, so the video...
Because the other night when we were lying in bed, you asked me...
Thanks.
I'm just getting it out of the way because I want to put my hand here. You asked me what are our goals, what do we want to accomplish, what do we want to do, and you kind of caught me off guard, so I started thinking about it. I thought it was like a really good question, and I thought it'd be good for you guys to do it on your own, to think about
well, they already did it, but I think it's very interesting to do it as a couple. I think that's very important because I think a lot of people do it like for themselves, for their own personal growth. But when you're in a relationship, marriage, partnership, it's very good to kind of see if we are on the same page to what we want 2019 to look like. And then at the end of 2019, we're going to look at this video and be like...
So when she asked me, there were, I kind of categorized things. So I categorized it as on the personal side, on the business side, on the relationship side, with the kids. To start things off, we talked about goals with, with the kids. I want to be more patient with the kids. So this year, my goal is to really be like way more patient, especially with Jake, because Jake is just he's a firecracker. I wouldn't say he's difficult. He's just a very spirited little dude.
He's my mother.
he does run on emotion quite a bit. Love you, Vika. Yeah, I definitely want to spend more time with them. I want more one-on-one time, more alone time with them. I want to be more patient with them, and I want to be more about positive reinforcement for the boys. So as opposed to waiting to discipline them when they do something good, I really want to support that.
Put a spotlight on it.
Not that they lack in love, but even more so. So even last night when I was putting Jakey to bed, I give him a hug and a kiss, and I tell him every night, you're my boy and I love you. And just repeating that, letting them know that, I think is really, really crucial. That's with Jake. With Ben, he's a bit of a different character. I want to be more interactive with him because even last night he wanted to play Super Mario's with me, but not in the video game, in real life. So I really want to spend a lot more time with, with Ben as well. And I want to spend individual time with them. I want to take them out like one-on-one once a week with Jake and once a week with Ben, because we have our family time together on the weekends. But maybe in the evenings I want to take one of them out.
I think that for me, I would like to be more vulnerable with them. This book that I was reading by Brené Brown, she was saying how it's important also for kids to not look at us as these like perfect human beings, but to be open and showing them that we don't know it all and that we're also human as they are. I mean, as parents, you're always like, don't do this and don't do that and you didn't do that right. And instead of criticizing, being open about, I've done that before and it's not a good idea because... So I feel like they connect with you on another level.
Yeah.
So I think just like learning more about ways to make our bond stronger. I also really want to travel with them this year.
That's for sure. I find with Jake, because he's older, you can reason with him more. You can explain things to him more. So that's really working. With Max, I just don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss these, like, he's such a little cutie pie. With Jake, I was just like scared because he was our first kid, and I was just scared because he was a baby and he was so fragile. With Ben, I was more like trying to juggle the two of them, but now I feel like we have this infrastructure in place in terms of, the people who help us. We've known each other now a lot longer, so I feel like we're more kind of comfortable with our relationship. So I really want to put, a lot of attention on Maximus. I mean, he's just such a cute
He's a yummy boy. Okay, on the personal level of you and I, we're talking how we would like to connect more. We are very close and we're very open and honest with each other, but life gets so hectic and there's so much going on, and now that we're working together and just like have 3 boys and a newborn, it's like we're always together but we're not really together. We definitely want to make an effort to reconnect a little bit
absolutely
more.
I mean, I won't sugarcoat it. I feel that we've been disconnected, especially this last year with so many changes in our lives. And it's not the kind of disconnected where I'm worried about our relationship or I'm scared or anything like that. It's just that I feel like I don't have enough of you. And I actually mentioned this in the previous video. I just don't have enough. As much as we have to be, parents and business people, we also really need to be there for each other. And I think we've been kind of negligent in not prioritizing ourselves and putting our our relationship last, where I think our relationship should be first. And I also think that our relationship should be ahead of our relationship with the kids. The kids need to see that you and I are strong and tight and we're cool with each other, because if they have that as an example, I feel it's going to help them their whole lives.
Have you like watched some of my videos?
Maybe. I also know that I have to spend the rest of my life with you, and the kids in however many years, like 19, 20, 22 years,
Yeah.
they're gonna be out the house.
Yeah. And it's
So-
just you and me, baby.
And we're gonna be partying. So we gotta make sure that we're tight, because that time is gonna come.
What would you want to achieve this year for yourself for 2019 for
So-
Gary Lipovetsky?
I mean, I definitely want to get into better shape. I've been working with a trainer.
You've been doing amazing.
I've been consistent, but I'm still not seeing the results that I want to see. So I really want to focus on my diet. That's something that I really need to pay a lot more attention to. I'll be really interested to see the progress a year from now, where I'm going to be. That's what I want, and I know that's what you want too. And I hope that we'll be able to actually work out together. You mentioned the other day that maybe we could work out together. I think that would be really cool. So that's kind of what it is for me. Also, I came to the realization of what it is that I love. It was funny, I was talking to a buddy of mine yesterday. He was telling me about how he built his house. It really motivated him, and he was telling me that he was basically his own foreman for this project, and it was beautiful. And then he asked me, Gary, what are you into? And I'm asking myself, what am I into? I don't know what I'm into. And then I realized what I'm into. I'm into
Business.
I'm into business.
Surprise.
I know, but you know what? When you spend most of your time doing something, you actually eventually come to the realization that you do
That's
it
an amazing
because you love
realization,
it.
though, yeah.
So now I know, and I'm enjoying the process so much of my business with you, of my other ventures that I run and that I'm involved with. My goal is to just continue growing as a business person and to invest more time and effort. And I guess that's maybe a nice transition to what our goals are for Valeria Inc. But before we do, how about you?
Thank you.
See, I go straight to business.
It's okay, you cut yourself. For myself, I think that I want to take the time to just find my place in that role of like a mother of 3. I want to have more fun adventures and experiences with you. I'm excited to move into our new house. That will be fun. I feel like 2018 was really like a good year for me, kind of personally on an emotional and mental level. So I think I would just want to kind of progress with it. I just want to try different things and challenge myself more, become like Beyonce in the hip-hop world.
Become Beyonce in the hip-hop world?
Like in the dancing.
Oh,
I'm gonna be like Beyonce. I don't know, just like keep on, doing things and taking risks and just keep doing my thing. So that's something that I want to continue in 2019. It's not something like specific, I would say, just
I see you I think a little differently than you see yourself. I see you evolving as a human being, and I've seen it since we met. When you and I met, you were 20 years old.
yeah.
Just seeing your evolution on all aspects. With motherhood, you were just pushed into that. You were just like being pushed into the deep end of a swimming pool, and you've done great with it.
What do you mean we've been pushed? We planned a child.
We planned the child. I'm just saying, just to see you evolve, and to see you evolve as a business person has just been amazing to me. And I've just been really happy the fact that I've been around to be able to mentor you, to coach you. Like, this is going to sound really conceited, but I'm envious of you that you have me. Because, no, but it's
Me too. I tell you all the time.
I know.
I mean, I tell Gary all the time that in our company at Valeria Inc., we have a few girls that, like Kimmy and Jessica, Gary helps a lot with the process and establishing a process. And I always tell Gary, it's like every time they spend time with him, I'm jealous of their time with him, because the amount of information and valuable lessons and just like how to manage yourself as a business person and as a person, they learn so much from you. So yeah, I have the same benefit. But you are you have you.
But the thing is that when I was this age, when I was 28 years old, I had nobody. So I was figuring things out as I went along. I obviously have a business partner who I'm still business partners with, who I have a great relationship with, but he was just as inexperienced as me, so we were both figuring stuff out. I never had that older friend for whatever reason. I was friends with younger people, and hence I married somebody much younger. So I didn't have that kind of mentorship. So it was really trial and error. Getting back to you, your ability to make decisions, your ability to delegate, and I think that's been I think the most challenging thing for you is to let go of certain tasks, both on the business side and at home. When we started the business, you did everything. I remember the first time I saw like the video went up and it had like 50,000 views, 100,000 views. I looked at the video And I said to you, I said, who made this video? And you said, well, what do you mean I made this video? And I said, what do you mean you made this video? So you made this video, okay, but who edited the video? And who uploaded it to YouTube? And she said, I did all of that. And I said, but how did you do all of that? She goes, I just searched YouTube how to edit video. I was like, what?
That's what I still do with my life. When I don't know what to do something, I go
That's
on
right.
YouTube and you're like, how to?
So then you figured every piece out as we went along, and then we've come so far from the days where, with the days, it was 18 months ago where you're doing everything by yourself, and now, you know, we have this team in place of very talented people. Anyways, I really enjoyed seeing your development, and I look forward to seeing you continue with your development.
Well, thank you. On the business side, because now we kind of covered everything on the personal side, what would you want to happen this year?
If we're just talking about Valeria Inc. and not the other stuff that I'm involved in, you know, there's obvious things like the growth of your brand altogether. And as much as I don't only look at the numbers and place like ultimate value only on the numbers, they certainly are really important. We had a few crazy milestones this year. I think we're at like almost 890,000 subscribers on YouTube. So the numbers...
We're getting close to 1 million, you guys!
So the numbers are definitely going in the right direction. So yeah, I mean, at the end of this year, I mean, I'd love to see, you know, subscribers at 2 to 3 million. I think that's all very, very possible. I think the content that you're creating with your team, I think that content is continuing to resonate with people. So I definitely want to see those numbers going up. That's a huge goal of mine. You know, the ebooks, the e-commerce that we're going to be launching, the collaborations, we have a lot of cool collaborations set up, which is very humbling to me because the people that you're talking to are just world-class influencers, world-class business people, experts in their fields. We're doing something like 10 to 15 million video views a month on YouTube. I'd love to see that number go to like 100, 200 million video views, just reaching more people.
This is specific goal setting, you guys. This is the perfect example of specific goal setting. I mean, you're on the analytical side, but on the less analytical side, which is me, I'm the creative person here, although you're very creative.
Thank you.
I would love to keep creating content that just like resonates with people and impacts them, getting the letters and emails and cards from you guys that tell me like your story and if I helped you in any way, like all of those things. At the end of the day, that's what I'm really trying to do here, and that's the reason why I started YouTube, so I can really share more of the things that make my life easier, the lessons that I've learned, and share it with as many people as possible. I really feel like I created this family worldwide, and something that professionally I would like to do this year is to meet more of my social media family. So when we travel, I really want to make sure that we're trying to set up meetups so I can meet them and like get to know them, because I creep almost every one of you. Seriously, I know people that've been with me for a while now. I know that when they had a baby, I know when they got married. Like, I feel like I'm part of your lives as much as you're part of mine. So, and that's what I enjoy about this the most. So I would definitely want to keep kind of finding more ways to bring real value into the videos and content that we create for you guys. That's my professional goal for this year.
I just want you to murder everything moving. I want you to just like...
By the way, that's Gary's phrase for 2019, murder everything on...
It's not my phrase, it's from rap lyrics. I just don't remember which song it was.
Wait, what is it? Murder everything on the way?
No, it's murder everything moving. What? Huh?
What?
Yeah, I want to murder
Very
everything
violent.
moving. No, it's not literal.
Okay. And yeah, that's it. That's really it. Is there any other goals that you can think of? I feel like we covered.
That was my phone.
I feel like we covered everything.
Well, I don't know if it's too personal to mention, and of course we can always edit this stuff out, but...
Wait, what?
Well, I'm just going to say it.
I don't want you to say it.
Yeah, I'm going to say it.
What are you going to say?
How do you know? What are you worried about? So we didn't really talk about this before in any of the content, and it's not something like I want to spend too much time on, but my father died this year, and he died a few months ago. To say that me and my dad had a strained relationship would be putting it lightly, but I can say that the lesson that my dad taught me in his death was really to appreciate what you have. So, you know, I know that gratitude is a reoccurring theme, but it really does put things into perspective. We do only live once, and for me, for this year, I really want to focus on the currencies in life that are truly, truly important. Money is definitely a currency, But with age and with experience, I'm learning that it's actually not the most important currency. The relationship you have with your loved ones, you know, as much as it sounds cliche and crazy, but
it's
not
true.
crazy, but it sounds like cliche and it sounds like so obvious. But in all of the running around, guys, that we do to make ourselves happy, we really forget the things that really, really are important. For this year, I really want to continue to develop the relationships that we have with our family, and that's why we're actually going away in a couple of weeks to Mexico with,
I would love
all
to
three
have
kids.
a few more like family trips.
We're going with the family. We're going with like your mom and Dima and all three kids. To me, that's really the big thing, is really focusing on what's important, guys.
We did it, babe. We set our goals. Future Valeria, not future Valeria and Gary. Valeria and Gary 2020. You better reach all those goals. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.
And why don't you let us know in the comments what
Gary
you're
reads
thinking.
all of them.
I really do. I'm obsessed. I love it. I love getting the feedback. I love seeing what you guys think of all the content.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't feel I read all of this stuff in like the makeup tutorials, because I don't understand what you guys are talking about. I really love to know what it is that motivates you guys. I feel that the audience really looks to you for not one specific thing, but for direction in general on how to be happy. So I'd really love to know what it is that that makes you guys happy. What moves the needle?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do you think we did good on this one?
I think we always do good. It's just us. We just do our thing.
Yeah. Lipovetsky family. Boom. No?
I'm gonna work on that one.
Yeah.